need to tweak our system a little bit because I thought I had the whole funnel system worked out, but didn't realize that a pig can get down that low and crawl up underneath the trailer.
Hey friends, so it has been a while since we have posted any videos. We've taken a good bit of videos over the past 6 months, but yeah, it's been crazy for, I think, all of us. We've taken on a lot of new things. We are proud homesteaders with chickens, some of which are laying eggs now. Some of which have been processed and are in our freezer. And we also have taken on pigs, something that I never imagined that I would be doing. But when we got them, that's another funny story, and we'll tell that at another time. But I really felt like if I started out with small ones and raised them out or finished them off to their full size, then I would be okay and I would adapt to it. And I really have surprised myself. They have been a whole lot more fun than I expected. And I have really enjoyed watching them grow and getting used to them and getting comfortable with handling them. And so that's been very interesting and very surprising. But of the 4 pigs that we purchased and came home with, we had one pig that had not been castrated. And we toyed with keeping that one as a breeder, but decided that it probably was not something that we were ready for just yet, and decided that instead of letting him completely grow out, we were a little bit concerned about what we had heard called boar taint, which is where for a male pig that hasn't been castrated, their testosterone can make their meat taste funny if they're a certain size. So even though the processor that we found didn't think that would be a problem for us, he said that he never really has dealt with it with anyone in the past. We just thought we wouldn't take a chance on it, first of all. Secondly, we thought processing or going through the steps of getting a pig to the processor for the first time might not be quite so complicated since we're inexperienced, and if he's smaller, then we felt like it might be a little bit easier, and this would be a good sort of trial run. So what we did was we don't have an animal trailer or livestock carrier or anything like that. So we do have a utility trailer. So Michael came up with a plan to use some rolled up fencing and created basically a box in the back of the trailer and left the ends open so that he would create like a funnel, and that we would direct the pig and coax him with food into the trailer, and then we would close up the back end and zip tie everything down and put a tarp over the top and then drive him off to the processor. Well, the morning came and things were going fairly well until the morning. It is 6 a.m. We're normally up at this time, but today it's a slightly different morning. We're not normally up and going, but today is the day that we take our first pig to the processor. a whole new experience. So come join us. This chicken just is not going to learn. He decided that he would go under the fence and escaped, ran all over the driveway, which is a pretty large area, around all the vehicles, under the trailer a couple of times. But in the end, we were finally able to get him directed into the trailer, covered the thing up, zip tied everything down, covered him with a tarp, and you know, we could just kind of hear the theme song from Sanford and Son playing in the background. Tell me what you're thinking about how the whole experience was.
About what I expected. Definitely need to tweak our system a little bit, because I thought I had the whole funnel system worked out, but didn't realize that a pig can get down that low and crawl up underneath the trailer.
Surprise. Well, also if he was bigger, then hopefully that would not have been able to happen.
Yeah. So first time around, not terrible. There's a lot of things that I need to sit down and think about and document, because that really helps determine how we set up the next paddock and just the whole system of, you know, herding them onto the trailer, and our little makeshift cage on the trailer works.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto 10th Street.
But we need something that's a little more rugged, because it gratefully held together long enough to get him there, and that was
About it.
about it.
It was pretty comical, but we were able to make it to the processor. Thankfully, we had help on the other end. Of course, they had no problems whatsoever because they were experienced, and they were able to just guide him off and into the stall that he needed to be in, and there was no problem. So we were really blessed to have a processor that was very patient, didn't deal with us like we were idiots, because we really were. We really were complete newbies and knew absolutely nothing. So even in filling out the cut sheet, which was completely new to me, was not as complicated, because he took the time to explain to us what we could expect. Unfortunately, the number one thing that all of us want from a pig is going to be bacon, and this pig really wasn't big enough to give us any bacon. But we did get a good bit of ground sausage, and we chose to just do not ground sausage, we got ground pork. And we chose not to season it and make it into breakfast sausage or whatever, because I just wanted to have the experience of experimenting with a little bit of flavors and some different recipes. And we got our first taste, and here it is. Okay. All right. She's excited. Okay, moment of truth. We have our first bite of the first pig that we raised from piglet to processing. He wasn't very big, but we called him Big Boy because he was the biggest one we had. So we are going to taste now. So you take the first bite. It's also, we just got ground pork, not seasoned. So we seasoned it ourselves at home. And what do you think?
It's good.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
That was really good. Definitely very different from, what is it? Tennessee Pride.
Good.
First bite. Success.
So, overall, this was a really good experience. Has been very positive. And I definitely have decided that I kind of like pigs. Never imagined I would be a pig farmer. But we're enjoying this process. We're enjoying it so much that we have taken on a new member of the homestead. It's going to be a permanent member, at least for a while. And we're looking for a little friend for him as well. But we're heading into the world of Tamworth pigs. So this should be an exciting journey because they're supposed to be great bacon pigs. We'll see. You guys have a great day. We'll catch you on the next video, and hopefully it won't be in another 6 months.